If you are not there on the internet, you do not exist. I have heard and read many versions of this phrase and the context of whether the PR industry has been slow to adapt to new media. I think this phrase is very, very apt. Hello, dear viewer. My name is Sudha Ganapati, and this is an exploration of the topic that I just mentioned. Public relations has arguably never enjoyed a position of greater prominence than it does today, as the importance of effective communications has been widely acknowledged and accepted. Indeed, communication is the DNA of PR, and Harold Laswell's classic words describe it best. Who says what, to whom, in what channel, and with what effect. In spite of this, PR practitioners have been accused of not using new media techniques effectively. Let us see what communications professionals and research studies have to say about this issue. David Henderson feels that the PR industry has been slow to adapt to changing technological developments. And one of the reasons for this is the reluctance of agencies to invest time in training, as these would cut into the time that could otherwise be billed to clients. I think it's a rather strange reason. Don't you think so? He also says that while big agencies have been slow to adopt new media techniques, smaller agencies and individuals who were writing, speaking, and consulting about communication were the true champions for new media, and that is why new media is what it is today. A study conducted by Big Mouth Media in the United Kingdom has revealed a shocking statistic. 79% of the PR agencies surveyed had yet to develop a set of online and social media services. Another research study by the US-based Society for New Communications Research has shown that the media, entertainment, and communication sectors were most likely to be influenced by new media, while financial, retail, and consumer sectors were the least likely to be influenced. David Benvie echoes some of these findings. In a video program titled Who Owns Online PR, he says that the adoption of online or digital PR techniques was entirely dependent on the sector or client base of the PR agency, leading to certain agencies adapting new media techniques much before other agencies. Communication is at the heart of all PR. But are communication tactics same for all branches of PR? Are the tactics used for, let's say, healthcare PR the same as that for litigation PR? Definitely not. Is it therefore fair to say that the entire PR industry has been slow to adapt to new media? Agencies doing PR for the financial, technology, telecommunications, litigation, and consumer sectors were the first to use new media techniques. On the other hand, government and political communication, lobbying, the public sector, and the corporate sector were much, much slower. In fact, one can safely say that corporate and political PR were the last to begin using new media techniques. Talking about political PR, it will never be the same again, ever. You're right. I'm talking about Obama's use of new media techniques which have set the benchmark for political communication and has triggered off what I call the Obama new media effect. South Africa goes to the polls on 22nd April 2009. Jacob Zuma, president of the African National Congress, has wholeheartedly jumped into the new media component of the election campaign. New media communications has brought about a paradigm shift in the way communication is happening today. Traditionally, PR communication was a one-way distribution channel that broadcast messages to target audiences. In the process, communications stopped being about communication. Today, new media has brought the communication aspect back into communications. I know it sounds rather convoluted, but what it has essentially done is to transform a monologue into a dialogue, which is what communications is all about. Though certain branches of PR were slow to adapt to new media initially, today there is no branch of PR that does not make effective use of some new media tool. In conclusion, I'd like to say that though PR may have been a rather late and cautious entrant to the new media club, it has definitely caught up with the rest of the communications industry. I thank you for watching this video presentation.